Hey guys, what's up? It is your buddy Keith, here again live in the control room at Essex Recording Studios, just outside London in England, and I've got a guitar that I've been wanting to get for a long time. It's been on the hit list for quite a while, and now I'm going to share it with you today. If you're new to the channel, click like, click subscribe, come join the circle of friends. There's like 3,000 of us already, and we're going to look at a lot of cool guitars from all over the world, talk about them, see them up close and in person, as if you were holding them in your very own hand. They're all for sale. You can buy them on our website, essexrecordingstudios.com, and on reverb.com. Our good buddies. They host our site. They take care of us. We got to take care of them. All right, let's chat about this. This is from my main man, Zakk Wylde. This is his signature Warhammer from Wild Audio. We just did a video of the Epiphone version of this guitar he had over here. Really cool case, the ZV. So Zakk split ways with Gibson and Epiphone in what I think is a very smart business deal to go with Schecter to contract them to build his own line of instruments out in Korea. Premium made guitars. These are really special, and there's a lot of cool features about them and a lot of interesting changes that are like significantly different from the Epiphone and Gibson models. So let's start about the quality of construction and the feel of the guitar. Something we can't really show you in a video, but one of the big noticeable differences is this thing has a giant baseball bat neck. Much, much thicker than the Gibson and Epiphone models. Very, very chunky. The detailing on the wood carving is exceptional. You've got these beautiful beveled edges all around the instrument and on the headstock, this kind of arrowhead headstock. Very kind of Nordic Viking style aggressive lines with the, I call it Viking horns here. Very, very cool. This is the Pelham blue finish. And if you recall from the earlier Gibson custom shop Bullseye configurations, this is called Vertigo, which is, kind of a inside out, backwards Bullseye thing. What else? Well, we've got a Floyd Rose on this. I'm assuming it's a Floyd Rose 1000, given this is built in Korea. 81 and 85 EMG pickups, so not the HZ passives, but the full-blown 81, 85. And what I really like about this, I didn't like it so much in pictures, but it looks better in person, are these big block inlays. They're actually mother of pearl, so they're not like the cheap acrylic block inlays that Gibson and Epiphone uses. It drives me crazy. You spend all the money on a Gibson and they give you cheap acrylic. Not cool. But this is real mother of pearl, and it really pops. I wasn't a fan of how the inlay takes up like the entire block on the fretboard. It made it look like piano keys to me, and it looks better in person, guys. That's all I can say is it looks a lot better in person. I'd still wish there was a little bit more fretboard visible. Like down here, it's okay, but I'm just not used to seeing like a giant inlay that takes up the whole thing. But I don't know if there's trademark or copyright infringements to consider against Gibson who use block inlays. I don't know what the deal is, but if I were in charge, I'd make that a little bit smaller or do something to modify the design. Maybe have some bullseye or something going on in it. What else? You've got, again, mother of pearl in the W inlay there with those three kind of pinstripe things going down to the truss rod cover. Very, very cool. Acrylic speed knobs. It's a heavy guitar. It's a lot heavier than the Epiphone ZV. Nice binding. And just top quality construction as you would expect from a very experienced factory out in Korea. And, when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, there is definitely a prejudice in America for, a prejudice against imports coming out of Asia. But nowadays, you think about, like, your iPhones are made in China, your Samsungs are made in Korea. I've got a Hyundai out front, that's made in Korea. Samsung TVs are the best TVs in the world. They're made in Korea. So today, that's just, not the case. The quality and craftsmanship coming out of Korea is awesome. Let's flip it over. Look at the back. Again, really nice beveled edges. Get your input jack down here. And a nice 3-piece maple neck. Grover tuners, of course. Arrowhead is super cool. And there's your serial number, crafted in South Korea. If I have one criticism about this guitar, and it's my only one, it is this placement of the pickup toggle switch selector. Missing the little plastic thing that screws on it. You can get one of those for like $1 on eBay. But it is just a weird spot to have it, because if you're playing, look where your arm is. So your arm can, like, catch it. If you were, I can just, like, boop and knock it. So it's a little bit weird. I don't know what the thought was behind it. I'm sure there was thought, and obviously that's where Zakk wants it. But, I would think right here, or in line with the knobs, like right there, would look cool and be a little bit more practical. But that's all I have to say about that. All right, guys, I am out of here. I've got a lot of videos to do for you today. If you have a minute, go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's at Essex Recording Studios. Give us a like, a follow. Leave some comments, leave some love. We always appreciate the support and words of encouragement. I just got back from Portugal. We're running around Europe seeing Metallica and Ghost at most of their shows. So we were at their first show in Europe for the Lisbon gig. Totally crazy outdoor arena tour. And now we're back, and I'm doing tons of videos today. So stay tuned, and I will see you all very soon in another guitar video coming up right after this. Later, dudes.